car for the rest of their lives. The choice they made to drink and drive will affect them for the rest of their life. I told you guys when we started today that this is all about, today's presentation was all about choices and consequences. And that the choice you make to involve alcohol with your prom-related activities can have some very serious consequences. I bet everybody in this car wishes that they could have had that moment back, that they could have done something different. But when you make the choice to involve alcohol after the prom, then you have to live or die with the consequences. So we're going to bring out our actors in a minute, and we're going to find out just what happened to each one of these people who was in this car. Because as I mentioned, things don't end right here. This is actually the beginning of a long road for each one of them. Now Tom was driving the car, and Tom was arrested initially for DWI. But once we found out that the passenger was dead, and that all this serious injury had occurred, he was charged with vehicular manslaughter. When Tom was a little boy, when Tom was first born, his parents started saving money for college. They put away thousands of dollars every year to go towards his college education. And after this accident, they had to use all of that money just to pay for the legal bills, just to pay for the court costs and the lawyer fees. And when it was all said and done, he went to the New Hampshire State Prison for 10 years. The next 10 years of his life, until he's 28 years old, will be at the state prison. Everything that he wanted to do with his life has to be put on hold for the next 10 years. Think about that. He will never get to experience all those things until he's 28 years old. Andrew was paralyzed from the waist down. He is going to have to live in that wheelchair for the rest of his life. He will never be able to use his legs again. I want you to think about that for a minute. Think about never being able to use your legs to do anything again. That's what he's going to be facing for the rest of his life. All because he chose to get into a car where the person who was driving was drinking. Lindsay was charged with internal possession. You saw her get arrested. Probably some of you were wondering, why is Lindsay getting arrested? What did she do? She was charged with internal possession, which means when you are under 21 and you drink alcohol, then you can be charged with a misdemeanor, which is internal possession. She had to go to court. She was put on probation. And now the college she was going to go to doesn't want her because she has a criminal record. Corey. Although Corey is standing here before us right now, she would have been dead. And tomorrow, instead of going to the prom, we would have been going to a funeral. So I want you to think about that. She will never be able to enjoy all the things that we're going to be able to do. Go to college, meet somebody special, have a family. All of those things that you are going to enjoy, she will not be able to because she made the choice to get into a vehicle where the driver had been drinking. Like I said, choices and consequences. Now I know that some of you in the crowd right now who are watching have already purchased your alcohol. Some of you have already gone out and you've got your beer for the prom, or you've got your hard liquor or your bottles or whatever you're doing. You've already gone out and purchased it, and you're hiding it somewhere. You're hiding it maybe at your parents' house, maybe at your best friend's house. Somewhere you've got your alcohol ready to go. And if you do, I want you to think about this. Think about what you saw today. You don't need alcohol to have fun. You don't need alcohol to make the prom fun. You can still go to the prom, you can still enjoy yourself, and you don't have to use alcohol or involve alcohol in your prom-related activities. So just think about your choices that you have. It's very easy to make the right choice. And if any of you are feeling pressured about drinking tomorrow at the prom, use this as an excuse. Say, you know what, I don't want to drink tomorrow because of what I saw here today. And you know what, I don't think anybody's going to blame you if you say no. Be strong. Make your own choices, and you won't have to deal with these types of consequences. You guys were a great crowd. I'm gonna thank some people here. First of all, I want to thank, hold on a second. I want to thank Eastern Auto Body for providing the car and the towing services. If you guys ever break down and you need a tow, give them a big hand at Eastern Auto Body. I want to thank my good friends at the Manchester Fire Department. They come out and help me every year. They do a great job. They get the roof off the car. Great job at the Manchester Fire Department. I want to thank AMR Ambulance